Welcome back, everyone. The Elite Mob podcast is back on deck for you guys. Obviously, myself, Mob Miz, took Timbo, my brother over there, another elite guy. Shout out to Turnbuckle TG. He's missing in action, but eventually he'll be back. We're here with a brand new episode. We're gonna start dropping a lot more content coming up. But look, first of all, before we get into this hilarious situation, how you been, bro?
Been doing good, man. Been on my gaming. I've been on Twitch a lot. So,
Yep.
and then of course, I still have my main page up on X still, and I'm trying to get that built back up again because I
Yes, sir.
was suspended for 4 months, But and then now I'm kind of watching how I reply to other people too. So I
Yep.
think that has something to do with it.
Yeah, you didn't do anything wrong.
Mm.
But I get what you're saying, because if you get mass reported, even if they're the assholes,
Yeah.
sometimes you get. But obviously, you can see after a little bit of due diligence was done, boom, your page was back. It just took a
Right.
lot longer than it should have.
Right.
But
I think
on,
they just have a lot of people or a lot of pages to look at all the
yeah,
time. So
for
yeah.
sure, for sure. And before we dive into this hilarious thing, I want to make sure everybody use the QR code. Head on over to W Energy, put in the code Mob Squad 508. It will give you 10% off all purchases, not just one. Above that, we do got the QR code, which is the Elite Mob Donation Cash App. Feel free to send in any money, help us get better equipment, be able to bring more content to you guys, obviously.
Yeah.
But let's dive into Mr. People say he's going out of business. AEW's falling off a cliff, even though it's going in the opposite direction. But we'll just leave that alone for a second. He had the fourth highest bid for someone that people think is gonna fold and crawl out the building and give up. He
Yeah.
looks like he put a $6.8 billion offer in for the WWE, which came in fourth place. Obviously, we know TKO ended up with the rights of the WWE. But
Yeah.
how do you feel about this, and how do you think that I'd say the WWE only universe, not the ones that watch everything, but the ones that pride themselves on just that one thing. How do you think they felt with that bombshell?
They're probably foaming out the mouth, bro. I mean, come on. I mean, what if AEW did buy WWE already? Where those fans stop watching wrestling? No, I don't. Well, maybe I don't know if they hate Tony Khan that much.
They
I
might,
mean,
they might, they might do it.
they'll all go watch TNA, I guess. But I mean,
Nah,
I'm not trying to say nothing too bad about TNA. I still respect TNA,
I like TNA.
but I think they need to, you know, I think they need to go up a little bit more with their production and stories and stuff like that. But so I don't
I
want
think
to. I was
they
about
need
to
to
say
focus
something
on
kind of
themselves.
rude, but you know,
Man, listen, we ain't here to sugarcoat. Say what you gotta say, my brother. Unleash.
well, if AEW Tony Khan did buy WWE, I guess all those fans would have to, watch TNA if they didn't want to go watch AEW if they hate it so much,
I
But
think I'd say would inevitably happen. Not to cut you off, but I'd say the same thing where WCW fans were saying "F the WWE" and blah blah blah. But once they eventually got sold, majority of those fans found themselves watching WWE or something else. So a lot of those guys would convert, I believe, if Tony bought it.
hmm
A lot of people in
I,
general.
my only concern is how much money did you say it was? 6.8 billion.
Yep.
Where would Tony Khan get that kind of money? Like, how would that work?
I think there's a few things that in I'm not gonna dive into the guy's bank. First thing I would say is I think that he has a lot more money than his net worth states, and I think that he has a lot. Even when you read net worth, it's
Yeah,
really not in
network
fiction
only what you
allowed,
own,
but also
liquidations. Yeah,
also what you allow them to really look into. So you could have offshore bank accounts, you could have this, you could have that. There's annual revenue coming in from the NFL, Fulham soccer team. People swear he's, your daddy's rich, but what they don't realize is he's on these payrolls. He's part owner. He's actually guarantee you listed as the beneficiary if something ever happens to his dad. So he's definitely making money off of that. He's making money off the analytics. And I think his money is growing to the point where annually his father's probably seeing that he's making X, Y, and Z per year,
Yeah.
regardless if people think he's losing money. And his
No,
father will.
there's no way he is.
We know it.
There's
No, we know he's not. But I'm talking about for the
right.
people that say that, right? Because you factor in just the other things he owns. There's no way he's losing. Period. Right? But just factor in that people. Some people love to say that. Um,
Yeah.
I would say probably 3.5 of that was his. The rest is his dad's. His dad's matching him. They're billionaires. I got three, you got three, or 3.3 or 3.4, whatever it is. Um, and I think that they knew they could have instantly made that money back. Um, you also got to factor in ESPN deals and stuff. They're NFL owners. It kind of would have went full swoop had Tony and them bought it, because now it's on ESPN, which the NFL has 10% of. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think he eventually gets it. I'm worried more about a monopoly again when I just preferably
Yeah.
wouldn't want it.
Right. I mean, I wish WWE would be cool and on top again, or I wish they would. What I mean is, like, I wish creatively they were good. I wish the matches were good. I wish they weren't a part of some money hungry corporation
Yeah,
that doesn't really care about the wrestling fans in
that's
general.
yep,
And
that's
that's
the
a big
problem.
part of the reason why I just wanted to just do AEW for a while, because it's a privately owned person, and the person who owns it loves wrestling.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
he's gonna do the
WWE
best for us. So,
WWE's taking a toll on what you just said right there is key, because the fact they're not ran by somebody who genuinely cares is taking a
yeah,
toll on the product. You can see it. You
yeah,
know,
it
like
is. It most
yeah,
definitely is. We've
yeah,
seen that since the sell. I mean, they made it abundantly clear that it's more. They're more worried about sales, like ticket sales, and
yeah.
than how their actual product is, how the fans feel. It's like there's been many instances throughout my life where WWE's kind of just spitting in the face of their fans, and it gets tiring after a while.
You, can I put a conspiracy theory out there?
Sure.
Because there's no factual basis on this. What if Shane McMahon was the other person going half with him?
Man,
They
that'd
did
be
have
dope.
they did have
They did.
meetings.
Yeah.
We don't know what they
2023.
talked about. Think of the time.
Oh,
So
dude.
remember there was a rumor that Vince McMahon might be trying to buy it back through his son. Might have been
Yeah.
true, because he might have been Shane O'Mac and Tony going half on it. So it's the two the
Bam.
two the two prodigal sons take over the biggest wrestler promotion. Shane gets what he always wanted, because Tony could
Yeah.
just let you write that, and I could just focus on AEW. But I'm gonna
Dude,
eat off you anyways.
that is
So
that is an awesome conspiracy. That could be very true too. I mean, you just connected the
yeah,
dots for me a lot. So
yeah, I think it honestly could have something loosely based on truth, because they had to have brought that up when they knew it was for sale. You see what I'm
right.
saying? I think that's more likely they talked about that than him giving Shane part of AEW. Like, what? There's no. You run your dad's company. I run my company. We're the prodigal sons coming to, bringing it to the top of the mountain. I think they could have worked well together, and I think Shane. I mean, obviously, we need a lot of people in line. He probably would have kept a lot of people on board, but
Yeah.
Shane was the guy to go over there. Tony don't need to be in that building. He needs to
Mm-mm.
focus on AEW.
Yeah.
He will.
That would have been crazy too if that actually went down.
Yeah. They
Can you
get
imagine like the meltdown, dude?
yo. You gotta. I'd say this, and I don't know how true it is. Family wars is kind of sometimes it's true, sometimes it's false, right? But you just gotta think that I would hope Vince wouldn't be part of that, and it would be Shane actually putting his big pants on and
Yeah.
sticking it to his dad,
Yeah. Fuck you, bro.
like yeah, like remember you had me show up in WCW and it was fake. Now
Yeah.
guess what? I'm on the WWE screen. I'm the actual owner of this company, at least 50%, with my
Yeah.
brother Tony. It's like
Damn.
that probably would have been the way to go, because
That probably
6.8 billion is a lot of money took for the cons to just offer.
right. No, it is. That's what I was saying before. Like, so what you're saying makes like absolute sense. Like, maybe there was another like half 50-50 buyer. Not necessarily Shane, but Shane
Yeah,
would be like a epic thing.
yeah,
But maybe there was like another like buyer that was joining Tony Khan. I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
Probably could have even been a conglomeration of people, but I just feel like if Tony put an offer in around that time, he at
yeah.
least brought this up to Shane. And
But
I don't think Tony has an issue with Shane. So why wouldn't he give you an opportunity to go back home? I don't think him letting you write his show was ever on the table.
I think I think if Shane owned the WWE now, I think it would be better. And I don't think Triple H would be in charge
Oh,
of.
he wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. That's why I tell you, I don't think if rumors is true, Stephanie, Vince, Triple H are on one side, and Shane's kind of like the black sheep on the other
Yeah,
side. And that's why I would have loved to see if that's true. Stick it to him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. He always has been the black sheep of the McMahons.
You know?
So yeah. So I believe that. I mean,
Give me,
it's believable is what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
I think I would believe it too if somebody came out and said like, hey, that was actually right. They
We
confirmed. Yeah,
if this ever comes out to be true, remember to bookmark this where you heard it first. that's that's it. Um, I do want to ask one more thing about just as far as Tony. How much do you think before it's too much on his plate? Like that's why I don't see him writing in the WWE even if he bought it.
um, I think if ROH gets a full TV time deal or something like that, I think
Yeah,
having all three of those shows just that's a lot for anybody. I think.
yeah. Especially with everything else.
Yeah. Um, I'm hoping Tony eventually brings in like maybe a Scott D'Amore or somebody along the lines that would help him out.
think
So
I think
I
Scott has a job and he wants to do his own thing because you could see they
yeah,
go out their way to work with him.
I know. Or somebody like him. I was just
Yeah,
throwing an example out there, but
he's my
yeah, I know
favorite
Scott
too.
does his own thing right now, uh, but anybody really uh, to bring in to help him with one of the shows. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there with writing degrees that want to put their stuff to work.
I think he got to utilize some of the people in the house because there's a few of them there. Like I know people have
Yeah.
mixed reactions on Jeff Jarrett, but he got people with 40, 50 years the business just right there, like just in one person, right? So I feel like he has the people. I
Mm,
think he wants to. I think the thing is this: he wants to reach a certain point and say he was able to do it on his own, and then he'll probably let everybody help him. I don't
yeah.
think that he wants that stigmatism where it's like he couldn't have did it on his own. I think that's part of the problem. It's that it's kind of he might got a little bit of that Napoleon complex in him. So, but it not saying it's a bad thing, but it might be there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got plenty of people that could step up and do it too.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
So
you even his EVPs, like I'm sure they could cook up something decent.
I
He's
think
not asking
Tony.
for no help.
I think later on in the future, Tony will definitely have another opportunity to buy WWE. I think.
You want
I
me to
don't
double
think.
down for you?
Huh?
Double that down. Say what you really want to say.
I think TKO's gonna get too money greedy, and they're gonna be too upset with WWE, and they're. I don't think TKO's a long term plan. I mean.
No, and this is why I said say what you really want to say, because I think what you want to say, and I would honestly give you two orange casties for it.
Mm,
TK eventually buys the WWE.
I think so.
TK eventually buys it. It's gonna the fact that he made the fourth best offer, his first offer,
Yeah.
and the other ones is conglomerations of people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Think about this, right? He
Mm,
that you seen only his name. Not saying you don't have partners with him, but
yeah.
first offer TKO, fourth offer Tony Khan. You see the difference?
Yeah.
It's people.
Yeah.
Eventually,
A boardroom with 100 people versus one dude. No.
Tony. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's literally the truth of it. So I
Yeah.
think that when the time is right, um, when AEW reaches a certain point, my guess it might not be the next time they sell it, but I think eventually Vince
Yeah,
McMahon, excuse me, he does what Vince used to do a long time ago, and I don't mean in the illegal Vince McMahon. I mean, he's gonna
yeah,
eventually buy the WWE the same way the WWE got so sick of WCW
yeah,
that they bought it, and it's not because I don't think he wants a monopoly, because I think he might let somebody else completely run it. I'm gonna
yeah.
say it's because they're throwing it aside, and instead of beefing with them, it's like can't beat them, join them. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna put someone over there that we could do forbidden
Yeah.
doors, and that's a whole nother bracket of money.
Yeah.
WWE, AEW, forbidden door.
That'd be so insane.
Yep.
And
It,
imagine them creating a major pay per view called All In WrestleMania. Bro, it's right there. The writing's on the
Bro,
wall.
just main event it, please, with Seth
Yeah.
Rollins and Will Ospreay. That's all I'm
Dude,
asking.
I
Like,
like that actually.
and
People just think because I don't watch WWE, I don't like anybody over there. That's not true. I like a lot of people over there. And
yeah,
Seth's one of my dogs.
yeah. I
One
love
person
Seth.
I really don't like is really the only wrestler I don't really like ever is CM Punk. I don't,
Yeah.
I can't stand him, bro.
Well,
But other than that, yeah,
I can't disagree with you.
mm,
What I will say is there was times I enjoyed his work,
right,
because his mic work. I never got the best in the world in the ring because I just never seen it. Not on any one of his runs. I
mm-hmm.
didn't watch the Prime ROH stuff, and I did go back and watch some. But that stuff was really really good. But
Yeah,
when when I got familiar to CM Punk, it's like the rebranded ECW WWE stuff, and it just you best in the world is kind of like a whoa. Like I don't know if I'd put you in the top 50 in
yeah,
actual wrestling ability. Mike, maybe you probably got like an argument there. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the pipe bomb, but not a
yeah.
huge fan either.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just I'm gonna stop right there. I guess.
I guess what I'll say is
I
this.
don't want anybody coming out for me for like defamation of character or something, you know, because
He might sue you. Might.
he would be the person to do it. So
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Rest in peace, Larry. We don't got beef with you, punk. Don't sue us. All right. And shout out to AJ. We all love AJ. And I don't mean that in one of these weird IWC type of ways. I mean, everybody loves AJ Lee. She's an icon over there.
I
Um,
used to be a big AJ Lee fan when I watched WWE back then. So
my daughter, that was my daughter's first favorite wrestler, and it went from her to Sasha Banks. So I always have sweet spots for them.
heck yeah,
Just-
that's awesome, bro. That's
yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All
But
right. So
let's
in 10 years, Tony Khan will buy WWE and he'll fire all your favorites and promote only the good ones. And there you have it. Hopefully, I'm
hey,
still alive when it happens.
I think no, you're gonna be alive when it happens. You gotta we gotta matter of fact, this we don't gotta do this. Obviously I could clip it, but if you want, throw your situation out there a little bit. I think we might wanna, emphasize that a little bit. The more people that know about your situation, bro, the more people can potentially help you instead of, you feeling like you might not be here. We need you to be here, my brother.
Yeah, I will be here. I just hope it. I hope and what I meant is like I hope that it happens sooner rather than way later when I'm older and more decrepit and I'm like hunched over and shit.
Cool,
Like,
there we go. You had me getting a little emotional for a second, bro. I want to hear that. Old wheelchair, canes, what maybe an all in
Tony
2099 or
Khan, Tony
something.
Khan finally bought the company. You fucking bastards!
The elite 90-year-olds. We're
I'll be
here.
on Twitter. You young
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't know shit.
yeah,
No.
big
Yeah.
facts. But wait, I mean, I guess with that being said, this, it's not really a troll video. It is kind of a troll video. Let's throw these out there. AEWs are going nowhere for a long time. They're not going out of business. The Paramount deal isn't going to hurt anything. People don't realize the NFL is way bigger business than the WWE or even AEW. And he's an NFL owner, whether you look at him like a son or a part owner, he's one of the owners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Therefore,
Right.
big bank tank little bank. Paramount would pay for 2 NFL games a year more than they'd pay the WWE for a whole year. Just two games a week, they would
Yeah.
give them probably $10 billion, right? So when
Yeah.
it comes to big bank take little bank, Fulham Soccer, NFL, analytics for majority of the whole MLB.
Yeah.
Tony is way outside a wrestling bracket of money that is actually hilarious when they think that that part can fold over. That's his weekend project. Like
Yeah.
that's probably where he probably would spend that on clothes if it wasn't AEW, right?
Mm.
So what people got to understand is that's not going anywhere because he's making billions everywhere else, and his dad's making billions. So
Yeah. They've got all these streams of revenue coming in, and some of
mhm.
them are way bigger than AEW right
No, they
now.
all
Like,
no, they all are. That's the
oh,
truth to it. They all are.
yeah.
That one's the NFL, one's an analytics company that runs the analytics for, I believe, 75% of the Major League Baseball teams, along
Oh, yeah.
with the football teams, along with other soccer teams, along with so that analytics company is one of the top analytics companies in the world. You know they're making money with all this sports science, right? So you have
Yeah.
the NFL, you have that, you have Fulham Soccer.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has his money in a bunch of other pots that I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just saying those three things will make him billions in the
Yeah.
next 10 years, right?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Like TKO
And
and
they,
all that. Go ahead.
yeah, he could use all that to buy WWE then.
Doesn't even need
Yeah.
all that. Probably needs
Yeah.
about 4% of it. That's what they're not being realistic with money.
Yeah. I wonder,
Billionaire son.
I wonder how
Conglomeration
much
of
it would
people.
be to buy the majority shares of TKO or something, too. Yeah.
Well, if you look at it like this, I'll give you a tea leaf. And this one
Mm.
thing, and we could probably dive off after this so we don't go too long, right? But let's tea leave it. Remember what we dropped on them? The ESPN, NFL stuff that
Yeah.
nobody's ever had they've never
They
even
still
tried to,
they
still
still
ain't
have
tried.
it.
Nope,
Yeah.
because they can't. Not one person that's tried to debate it. And I'm gonna assume that Meltzer and Sapp and them are not speaking on it because they know it's true. And they was probably asked not to speak on it. Because there's
Yeah.
no other reason why people wouldn't confirm it when no one can deny it. You see what I'm saying? So let's just lean towards they probably told just leave that in the bag, right?
Yeah.
Think like this. Ronda Rousey is fighting in the UFC right now, right?
No.
Well, not
MVP.
excuse me. She's fighting
MMA.
PT, but MMA. Excuse me. I
Yeah.
say MMA, right? But
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey is known for what? For being in the UFC, right?
Mm.
Or I guess you could say WWE. Now,
Yeah.
my point is to say this: UFC's on Paramount. They
Yeah.
bought the rights to it. AEW is now on Paramount. Paramount also owns a percentage of it,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
TK UFC don't really have ties to the WWE. TKO just owns you guys,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Now, what I'm telling you is they're already working with AEW. Look at it, bro. That's
Yeah.
why Tony's saying that this partnership is going to be amazing, and they're bringing up NFL stuff, and he's telling you he wants to work with the UFC. He's bigger than the WWE, bro. And just
Yeah.
these dudes are too delusional to understand that. Like the UFC won't not mess with NFL money. NFL
Mm.
money trump WWE money. So if
Yeah.
Tony comes to you and he's on Paramount, you're on Paramount, which you are, and he
Yeah.
wants to make a bag with you, WWE don't stand a chance to stop that because big bank will always take little bank. And like I
Yeah.
said, WWE, when it comes to money, is little brother. When it comes to ratings and wrestling, and you've had 100-year head start and all this big money or big bro, right? But when
Yeah.
you just talk about chicken, strictly chicken, you are absolutely little bro. He
Mhm.
could buy you. You can't buy him.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So big bank take little bank, and I mean just to the OnlyFans out there, and I don't mean to say OnlyFans. Shout out to women getting their money, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean WWE OnlyFans, right? Meaning you only watch the WWE. It, think about this realistically. Tony got more money than every single member on the TKO board. They're all
Yeah,
millionaires. Together they got billions. He's a billionaire. His
he's
dad's
got
a
more.
billionaire.
I don't. I don't know if he has more than The Rock too, don't he? I'm not sure how much The Rock has, but
I'll just say this: The Rock's money could be astronomical because
yeah,
I've seen some crazy shit on like yearly makings on like movies. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's been fact checked, but The
yeah,
Rock might have a real big bag of money. But here's also the other thing: The Rock is on the, I believe, on the board, right? You think The Rock wouldn't mess with Tony? Of course he would. I
hell yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if Ava shows up in AEW, bro.
you're
She
right.
walked she walked out of the WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if she walks into AEW, UFC's decides to do business with Tony. You and it just you get to the point where the masses are treating AEW like you might be the bigger brand because your
Yeah,
boss has more money. You
you're
see
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm ready to talk about those all-in ticket sales. I
Well,
think it's
let's
WrestleMania.
if you want, we could dive into all in ticket sales right on here, or we could do it for the next one. It's up to you, bro.
We'll save it for the next one. Stay
We'll
tuned.
put it.
That's gonna be the year two. Be continue to watch us. Okay,
Yeah. To
all our
be.
viewers out there. Yeah.
Yep. And before we leave, I want to make sure everybody goes to at Took Timbo. That's the original page, correct?
Yes, that took
Blow
timber.
that. Yep. Blow that goddamn page up. Make sure you get his followers up. If you want to subscribe, tell him to open his thing up. Even if you want to give my brother $1 a month, that'll work.
Be awesome.
Yep. Also, one other thing. What's your Twitch at? Make sure you throw that out there where you be gaming, bro.
My Twitch is also at Took Timbo. It's the same thing. I play mostly Resident Evil. I played Requiem last week, and I went back to. I'm playing more of Resident Evil 4 this week. Uh, there's a couple of things I want to do on Resident Evil 4, like unlock some things.
Yep.
Because I've just been playing the stories of like all the games, but now I'm trying to go back and unlock some stuff. So,
All right.
but,
Get some two-player games. I'll jump on with you, bro. I got every system in.
but
Other than
uh,
Xboxes.
So I think on Monday, you remember Jamerson, the guy
Yep.
named
Of
Jamerson?
course. Yep. Of
He's
course.
got
Bro,
his own Twitch stuff, and we're gonna join live streams, and we're gonna play Resident Evil 5 co-op. But if I get a game like that, we need a. I'll let you know, and we can play
let me
something
know.
like that. Yeah.
I think I forgot what Resident Evil it is. I think I seen you playing it though. It might be two for the
Mm.
PlayStation. It's a double disc. I think it was the Raccoon City, maybe. I don't know. It's like the only Resident Evil I was addicted to when I was a kid. I think it's
Oh,
part two.
Resident Evil, the OG Resident Evil 2 was double disc. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's
Uh,
that's the game right there, bro.
I don't know where my copy's at, but I do have it. It's
Yeah,
not up here.
I seen you show it one time online. I was like, yo, that's my shit. Right there. I'll watch you play that all day or I'll jump in.
Yeah. Here, I
But
will show this one off. This is my Resident Evil prized possession, though.
let's do it. Show it.
This is the OG Resident
Oh
Evil 1
damn. Yes.
PlayStation long box. So it's like it's the most expensive thing I've got in my video game collection.
Most people never even seen that.
Yeah, it's
That shit's
freaking
fucking
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah,
That,
I even kind of want to get this graded because it's not a bad looking case either. So
you might
yeah,
as well. If you're not playing no more, get it graded, keep it in a sealed plastic. You'll be
heck
good.
yeah, yeah. This is my baby right here, the
Mm,
OG RE. So
hell yeah. Well, listen, Resident Evil is one of the best games ever created, but I do want
yeah,
to get into some gaming with you. I know
yeah.
Spedrock wants to do some gaming. Um,
Okay, heck
shout
yeah.
out to my shout out to my brother Busy Bird. His girl's a gamer. She's been his wife's on there gaming, streaming. We got to give her a shout out. Definitely throw that up there. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me throw her ad up so you could add her. I have her add you. And you guys can help each other on there because that avenue is definitely lucrative. One
Mm.
second. All right, so her name on there is Suburban Sweetie on Twitch. So
Mm.
SUB URBAN underscore and then Sweetie SWEETIE. Follow her, show her support. She's a female gamer. She does her thing. She's killing it out there. But with that being said, Took, we'll go get up out of here and go on to the next one. You got anything else you want to say before we jump off?
No. I think we did this video pretty well. We're actually about to. Oops, hold on.
Hey, let's get that music going.
No, I was jumping on Twitch so you could tell me her name one more time, but we'll wait till after. Anyways,
It's Suburban underscore Sweetie. I'll send it to you. I'll forward it to you and make it easier for you.
Thanks.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
No, we're about to shoot some more content, so there's more coming out from us. So this is not the only video. So
not the only one. Be back ASAP. Make sure you go to this bottom of the screen. Follow my brother. Follow me. Follow Turnbuckle. Remember, feel free to donate. Go to W Energy as well. Mob Squad 508. But we're out.
no, yeah.